Hello, welcome to this spotlight session of the 2023 Longevity Global Innovator Summit. My name is Jean Garec from a startup company named Biofta, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of the company, and I received the Catalyst Award in the year 2020 from the organization in Europe. We have a French company named EITLs. So I have prepared here a small presentation. So first of all, you can understand who we are and what we do in Biofta. And then I plan to go through what happened with the funding we received, the support, and where does it take the company then. So we started this journey with a simple statement is that we use eye drops since a very long time, 2000 years ago. And it's massive. More than 10% of the global population use eye drops every day and sometimes even multiple times a day. And for that reason, pharma companies are developing intraocular injections and so insert an implant inside the eye and deliver a drug over weeks or even months. But as you can see here, it's quite painful and invasive. Next to that, millions of people continue to lose sight because of disease for which they are already efficient pharmaceutical treatment in the market. And so we started the company saying in Biofta, we refuse the status quo. We think that today we must do better than just little drops or needles to treat the eye. So I'm Jean Garec. I'm the co-founder of the CEO of the company. We are a French preclinical stage company. And where do we start that? Because even the most efficient medication in the world won't work if you don't take them regularly and if you don't respect the doctor's prescription. And this is the number one unmet medical need in ophthalmology, which is to guarantee a good compliance to treatment. One simple example. A person having a diabetic macular edema, this person will get eye injection 3-4 times a year, and needless to tell you that diabetes is a chronic disease. Who can follow such a heavy treatment lifelong without missing any dose? And the direct consequence is that, generally speaking, in ophthalmology, half of the patients don't respect their prescription, causing an irreversible loss of vision. So what we do a small mini tablet that you can see up here. We call that an ocular insert. We apply this insert directly on the eye surface, exactly as you would do with a simple contact lens. This is made of a new class of bioadhesive polymer, and the polymer are our technology. And these polymers, the jellifies, they strongly adhere to the eye surface during 7 days for releasing continuous amount of drug through an entire week to the patient. Also, we've shown that our technology can address not only the front of the eye, but also the back of the eye and treat retinal disease. Why? Because our polymers, they have an action to facilitate the penetration of drugs directed to the back of the eye. So we've shown that. Of course, we did all the pharmacokinetic trial to demonstrate that. We've shown that the insert is well tolerated on the eye surface. And of course, we've shown that there are multiple indications, multiple diseases and pathologies that could be addressed with this technology. We could measure the traction with several global ophthalmic players who are interested to explore potential partnership. But clearly, greatest disruption, of course, in retina, when you replace injections by a topical and self-applied treatment. And just a word to conclude about us. Finally, we are two co-founders. We do have very complementary profile because my partner, and this is an important point, my partner is a renowned biopharma researcher. He's here. He has 20 years experience in developing new drugs. And for myself, I'm also a pharmacist, but I have a specific expertise, of course, in ophthalmology. I previously managed some companies in that field. Like many startups, we start with academic partnership and universities, especially the Institut de la Vision, a leading center in Europe for the research on eye disease. And of course, we do work with an international group of clinicians, including US specialists, to do the phase 1 trial in Boston next year. So in a nutshell, the way we see our strategy, first indication for our platform that allows us to shortcut normal process. We validated that with the FDA. Then second indication to build a platform with our technology. And perhaps later we will be doing some gene therapy, as we have been approached by experts of genetic retinal disease who want to vectorize oligonucleotides to the back of the eye. So where do that connect with the National Academy and the Healthy Longevity Challenge? First of all, this technology is mostly addressed to have a healthier life of all people, because when we go back to the initial disease and the follow-up disease, either glaucoma or retinal disease, these are all diseases that affect all people and elderly population. These people cannot put their eye drop alone. So the fact allowing them to have a weekly treatment greatly supports these people in having a healthier life and respect their treatment. Now, where do we position this kind of award? Of course, since we received the award in 2020, lots of things happened, but I have to tell you that for starting the company, and this is where the name of the award, the Catalyst Award, is a very nice name, because it was a very good catalyzer to get the company started. At that time, we were doing the first prototypes. You are not able to raise money at that point because you are too young, not enough results. So the Catalyst Award really helped us to get started and to do our first polymer synthesis and prototypes. And when you do that, then you are able to get some more attention. When you generate results, you are able to go to the next step and perhaps involve some investors who are willing to trust the company. But clearly, at the beginning, when you have still done nothing, this kind of award was very important to us. Now, we are rather at the second stage here of our development. We made the first prototypes. We already transferred the production in a controlled manner in an industrial partner. And now we are at the stage of preparing the first in-human trial in order to validate our technology in humans. And we foresee that in the future, we will be building a proprietary pipeline of different indications with this technology. So to summarize the journey we've been through, first of all, here, sorry, a little bit messy perhaps, you have all the development steps of the company. And first you create the company, then you generate, as I said, the first result with the first grants, that takes you to the next step, and so on. So each step of the development of the technology is really linked to a funding. This is what I try to figure out here. So I remove the scientific part and just let do the funding. So really, the Healthy Longevity Challenge was really for us the first grant that we received, and that was very helpful in order to generate the first result. So at the beginning of the company, you may notice that the amount of the grants we received were rather not very high, but that was sufficient for us to get started with the first experiment and prototyping. And then we could, as long as we had generated the first result, we could go for investors. At the beginning, we went to angel investors. And when you have your first fundraising, then you can go back to the States, at least in France, and claim, okay, we raised some money in equity. Then the state supporter will grant us some additional money to go to further. So with this 500K equity, we were able to raise another 500 in grants, and later on another 350 in grants again. So all that goes together. So that is to tell you that for each step of our development, there were a kind of funding. The appropriate funding at the beginning were really the NAM award that helped us to get started. Then when you generate the first result, and you have another cycle of funding, both from private investors and public support. And now we are having a second round of funding with, again, equity that was doubled by grants from the state. And currently, we are working on the third round of funding of the company. We just received a term sheet for 4.5 million euros. So it's very important when building a company to link each time you're asking for money either to the state or to private investor to a specific advancement stage. So it's very important to chop and to divide your roadmap into value creation milestones. For each value creation milestone, you go after a funding. So when we reached the first milestone, we were able to ask for the second milestone, and this is what we are doing now, asking for 4.5 million euro funding. So this is a journey, and this is the major learning that I had in the past 3-year journey since we received the initial funding from the National Academy of Medicine, that each time you get some money from investors or public payers, then later on you need to deliver what you promised initially in order to go to the next step. So I hope this was helpful to all people who are online and listening to my talk. I'm ready to take any questions. But to conclude, I must tell you that what drives me every day and what drives any project is to have a great ambition. Here, our ambition is to change completely the way we are treating the eye, to change ophthalmology. So at the very least, I hope to have all made you aware of that topic, which is very important to us. And please feel free to ask any questions you may have.
Thank you so much, Jean, and for that really helpful overview of your project and explanation of how you've developed your company, showing how each stage was linked to the funding. I think that's super helpful for our awardees and other members of the public to hear. And very happy to hear that the Catalyst Award was the first grant that you received, and it was super helpful in starting you on your innovation journey. I think that we are at time, so I won't pose any of our questions, but I feel like you answered a number of them that I would have posed anyway. So well done. And thank you so much for your time and sharing your project with us.
You're very welcome, and good luck to all the entrepreneurs who are listening.